what is DordStream and the problem solved by DordStream, because most of us don't understand what DordStream is. Well, DordStream is a content management software. So as we all know what is content management software. Content management software is a software that manage your content. That means your digital content are not so used to create a website or blog as well. So it's just a software that used to manage your content, like manipulating your content. Maybe you want to like edit, you want to delete, and you want to like update. That's what the content management is. As we all know, we have a lot of content management software. We have WordPress, we have Drupal, we have Blogspot and other and the rest. So we all know that some of them, they are template based, some of them are module based, where some of them are plugin based. But DordStream is a template and module based. It's also a content management software. It has the same it has the way you modify your content and you manipulate your content as well. But what DordStream does is that it targets a developer. So it targets a developer, which is most the front-end developer. That means those that have knowledge on how to use your HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So DordStream allows you to develop your web-based application. So with the help of DordStream. So it's a template and a module based. Then what do I mean by template in DordStream? Yeah, template is just a set of files which contain your HTML, CSS and JavaScript and other files, but not files that contain a backend code. That means a backend code. No, just a file which you use to design your interface of your website. So that's just the template, and the template defines the application which you want to develop with. For example, now I want to develop e-commerce or want to develop a school application like e-exam, and so we'll develop it in a template base. Then we'll install it on the software. We'll install it in the software for usage. So as I said earlier, the software target developers. So it helps you to develop your web-based application, regardless the application. So it doesn't has limits, doesn't restrict as well. So what we just do is just design it in a template-based design. After designing in a template-based design, then you install the module that is best for the application you want to install in the software. Then what is module? Module is just an extension which extend the function of the software. That means the extension which you also install on the software that will extend the function. For example, now if you have a template or a template that makes use of a database, like we write query, like to query the database and perform some operations on database, so we need to install the module. We need to install the module on the software. These are the module list we have here. You have a database, you have a payment, you have a files, you have anti-forgery, you have a HTTP secure module. This is the module which we install in the software to extend the function. If you're working on with database, we will make use of a database module. We are working with the payments gateway, for like you want to implement a payment gateway like Paystack and the rest, you make use of a payment module. Then the file, then if you are working on the file on the server, then we'll also make use of the file module. The anti-forgery and the HTTP secure, they are the security which you install Anti-forgery mode is to prevent your project or your website from cross-site scripting attack, so that the attackers don't attack your server. HTTP secure is for you to allow your website to be secure, like HTTPS. That means if you host it on HTTP, it won't work. So now, before we can make use of a DordStream, so we have to download it. We have to download it, and we'll either install it on a local machine or we store it on a web server. So for tutorial purpose, or we'll host it on a local server. So now to download the CMS software, come to documentation. So this is the documentation. This documentation document about the software. This documentation about the software, and this is where we'll download the software. Once we click on download, then we'll download the software. So as I said, it's a content management software which allow you to manipulate your content and also allow you to develop your own application with the knowledge of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now I'll show you a typical example of it, the way you have a knowledge and insight of it. So now we just okay, now before I show you before I give you before I show you, so now before I proceed, let me tell you the problem solved by DordStream. Number one problem it solved, it's a security whereby the security challenge facing their website or web software. So it tackled the software as well, tackled the problem as well. Then the second is to helps you as a front-end developer, that means you that make use of HTML, CSS and JavaScript to develop any application, any web-based application you want, like school management, where they will take exam, where they will take exam like hospital management, like medical management, like any sort of web-based application. This CMS allows you to develop it. So just develop it in a template base, then install it for usage. So now let's now go to the typical example. Then after I've downloaded it, then the next thing for us to install it either on a local server or on a web server. There are guide here which will guide you on how to install it. So you can see this, how to install and set up DordStream on a local machine. So this is where you read and install it on your local machine. So this is our official website, which is www.DordStream.org. This is where you see documentation, you download anything you want about the software. So now I've hosted it already on my local server using my IIS, which is Internet Information Service. This is where I host my software. So now for me to access it, to perform, for me to access it now, or to install any template or to modify to modify the template, I have to come down to the admin section. Then how will I come down to the admin section? Then the URL which I host, because you can see I hosted it on local server, which using the port. I'll just append your admin/admin. Then we'll move on. Then it ask me for authorization for me to authorize. So it has to authorize you first before it will redirect you to the login page. So now it has authorized me now. So as you can see there, this is the software. You can see we can manipulate your content here, which you can create your post, publish, modify, and so on and so forth. So we have other software too that does that, but I want just to show you what makes DordStream different from other software, from other CMS. Sorry. So now as you can see here, you have a post, page, message, comment, media. That's about, I mean, for you to upload your media, and so user, you have a themes, you have a template, you have a layout, you have a setting as well. So this post is where you post your content, you modify your content. So this is where you create your page on your CMS. Then this is where you undo the message, send the message. Then this is where you undo the comments. This is where you undo your media like pictures and other medias. This is when you undo the users, which users use on the software. This is where you undo the template. So now let's undo the themes now, because here's the themes. Now I have like 6 themes here which I will use an example. As I said earlier, that any application which you want to develop with DordStream has to be in a template base. As you can see now, I have one here which is a Spay TV Nigeria. It's an application as well which make use of a website, a blog, and a voting platform whereby you vote and the application automatically count the votes for each user. Now let's install it now, and let's see how it looks. So now, as you can see, now show me the themes as installed. So after you install it now there is one thing you should know when you are installing an or application which is not blog or website, ordinary website. If it is ordinary website, blogs, so you don't need to restart the server. Now I'm only installing the software, the application here, because it makes use of some routes and some other stuff which I'll need to restart the server before it can be effective now. So let me just restart the server. Let me stop and start it again. So now I can access it by clicking this site. So before I load finish, so let's see now we have is a trending is a blog, you have a web blog, then you have a public attendance as well, whereby it's a public attendance, so it doesn't verify the user it doesn't verify the user. Just go there, just sign and sign out as well. So now let's see now. So as you can see now, it's owned by an organization called Space TV, which make use of a blog. As you can see, make use of a blog. It also have its own admin panel as well, whereby you had your contestants which you want people to vote, where you modify your contestants as well. This is the blog here. So it makes of the blog as well for the application. Now let's see the admin section. Let's see the admin section. These are another admin section for the application, so that you can make use of the software admin panel. See, this where you had, this where you modify, this where you had those who you want to be your contestant as well. This where you add this. Then after adding it, then we can this is where you vote. Let's see where you vote. So this is where you vote. See, we have two categories of votes. We have the award, we have the pageant votes for these same applications. And these applications allow you to vote after 6 hours. So after 6 hours you vote. So as you can see now, this here will serve the description. I'm just using this one as a demo. Now once you cast your vote, you only vote per categories after 6 hours. That is what the application does. I vote after the 6 hours. Then now can let's check for the results, the award results. So now check for the award result. As you can see now, it's calculated it. See, you have a 5 votes here, you have a 4 votes here, you have a 2 votes here. It will calculate it automatically. We have many more which you can develop with DordStream as well. So now let's install another. Let's install this public attendance. For us to install it now let's refresh the now let's install it now. As you can see, it has been installed. So once I restart it, it will change automatically. You see, everything has changed to the attendance. So we can add the attendance. You see, it has successfully signed in. So you can view it. As you see, you can view it. The time is 9:08:03. You see 9:08:03. Then let's sign out. So I sign in through, let me see, I sign into this U16. That is the registration number which you sign in. Then now let's sign out and let's see. Sorry. Now let's sign out now. So let me just copy it and let's sign out. See, it has successfully signed out. So I can now view it. Let's see. See, it's the sign out. This is just how it is now. It's just a demo which you can develop with the software. So it is you to develop what you want. As you can see, we also have another blog here. So that's why I said anything you need to develop, you have to develop in a template based software. So now, for example, now this page TV which I just show you now, so for it to work, because we make use of a database like that's in a query, then we have to come down to setting here to install the modules. So this is where we install the module. We'll click on install module. As you can see, then we'll choose where the module is. Then we'll choose where the module is. Choose where the module, as in the way you download the module, you download it and extract, because it's easy file. Then after you downloaded it, then you select it and install the module. See, once you install the module, you also restart the server for it to work effectively. So for it to work effectively, and now let's see the code. Now let's see the code and let's see, so that you know that it's very fantastic. That we only need is, as you can see now, we only need our HTML, CSS and JavaScript. We don't need any. As you can see, it just only perform the query through the JavaScript with your JavaScript. And anything you need to do is just you having your knowledge with HTML, CSS and JavaScript to develop any applications which you want developing with through DordStream. You just need to install it for usage, design it in a template based. Well, people would think that okay, write it in a client side scripting, which is your HTML and CSS, which can be viewed through a web browser. Everyone can view it. Yeah, everyone can view it. That's why we have a architectural pattern of you developing your templates, whereby it will secure your file. It will allow everyone to have access to you, to see your business logic, to see the logic you used in your code. So we also tackle that in developing your template, so that it will show to everyone. It is you that will restrict who can view the file on browser, on web browser, because that is the most challenging facing, because your logic can be seen on a browser which may attack you, which may approach an attacker to attack you, because once they know the logic, they will know how to attack it. That's why we have what we call AVS, which is the asset view shared. I mean, it's just an architectural pattern of you developing your template, which will secure your files and which you secure it on the browser, which you restrict user that can view it as well. So that's all we need to know about the DordStream. It's a content management system that helps you to develop you as a front-end developer. That is you that understand HTML, CSS, JavaScript for you to develop in applications, software, as we are using DordStream. What we've done is you design it based on the template design structure, then you install. So I think you understand what is DordStream now and how to use DordStream. DordStream is a role based as well. It's a role based because it's based on roles as well. So it allows you to add a user with a role based, that means to restrict user on what they can do and what they cannot do as well. So when in terms of security, it is well secure. Our architecture, the architecture of the software also allow the full security as well. I can't say 100% secure, but at least we have like 70-80%, 80-85% above safe for the security, depending on the module you install on yourself, because it's also depend on module for the security as well. So I think you understand what DordStream means now, and how and what you can use DordStream for. So I said it targets developers. That means mostly front-end developer, you that design a web page that you think you cannot develop an application with web. So DordStreams help you to do that with the knowledge of your HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So that will make you to become tailor. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much. So you can go to our official website, so where you read more about DordStream. As I said, the official website is what? www.DordStream.org. So where you read the documentation and how to work with DordStream. Everything you need to know, it is on our official website. So thank you very much.